Hey everyone, Deep Fried Paint here. So in this little phase of the tutorial, I'm going to discuss experimentation and how stretching your limits with both line and color can be more helpful than harmful. I have my strong suits in drawing. They usually lie in people. It's a funny trend within the industry that if someone is efficient in drawing organic things like animals, people, and even plants, they are not as great in industrial elements like guns, cars, buildings, furniture, that kind of stuff. And vice versa. We're going to go into a discussion on how to make yourself better at drawing and coloring things that you are not as good at. First of all, reference. I cannot exaggerate this enough. Just for an example, right now, try your best to doodle Gonzo from the Muppets. Don't even think about looking him up first. This isn't a grade or anything, just trying to prove a point here. Just pause the video real quick, doodle Gonzo, and come back. Ready? Go! Alright, are we back? Cool. Now with the doodle beside you, pull up Gonzo on Google Images, whatever. How close were you to what he looked like? Are certain parts of him too big or too small? Did you forget a piece of clothing? Without reference to things like poses, clothing, objects, animals, even certain people, you are not going to be able to draw something as well as you would with reference. If you're trying to make original designs for creatures, characters, so on and so forth, when you are doing the initial doodle phase, don't draw the same thing over and over again. Alter something a bit. Make elements of their form bigger or smaller, longer or shorter, spikier or softer, hairier. It doesn't matter. There's absolutely no limits. Eventually you'll be able to come up with something all your own that will look pretty freaking rad. If you're not as efficient in drawing certain things, how are you gonna get better? You gotta draw them. We all went through that gross phase where we didn't quite know how to draw something. It will not look great, I can assure you that. But I can also assure you if you keep at it, you will beat yourself out of that gross phase in due time. Now for the final little piece of advice. Collect inspiration. I know there seems to be a rising issue of artists being harassed on social media and being told that they should stop drawing entirely because their own artwork looks a lot like so-and-so's. That is just... You don't do that shit. That is beyond messed up. And please, if someone out there is being harassed because they're being told their artwork looks like mine, let me know. That's not what I'm trying to do here. There is a huge difference between being inspired by someone and, of course, tracing, copying, or straight up taking a piece of my own artwork and claiming it as their own hard work. There is no such thing as original content nowadays. You can walk up to any piece of artwork out there, any artist, and they will tell you that they are inspired by other artists and their work. And those artists are inspired by other artists. That is one fantastic thing about the art community. It is a giant web of inspiration. I'll give you an example. This was a painting done by Titian in the 1530s. 15-something years later, boom! Annibale Carracci did a practically identical painting because he was inspired by the original composition. Now, do you think this master painter who's from a legendary family was walked up to by complete strangers saying, "Your artwork looks a lot by Titian, you shouldn't do that, I'm gonna call him up and I'm gonna tell him that you're copying him because this is wrong"? No. Because Titian was probably fucking dead. Sorry. Bit of a tangent there. My point being that there is absolutely no shame in being inspired by the people around you and their work. It can be applied as reference as well. You can take a look at their work, see how artists did something, and try to replicate your own process from it. You will not be able to accomplish dynamic ideas, experiment on different styles, and observe the use of color if you never see others apply it. And don't be shy. If there's a way to reach these certain artists that you're inspired by, don't be afraid to contact them. Say hi, ask about them, their lifestyle, their process. We're all human beings in the end. Some of us busier than others, but they will at least try to get back to you. I've done that. I've gotten in contact with fantastic folks such as Ringling alumni, Abigail Larson, Emerson Tong, Miori, and a significant handful of concept artists for League of Legends and Smite. One of them would develop to be one of my mentors and a wonderful friend, Andy P. Tim. So with those ideas in mind, go, my people, my sweet little nuggets. Go and draw, collect, get inspired, communicate, share. The world is your beautiful, beautiful canvas. you've got a pen, a pencil, make that shit worthwhile. I believe in you with every atom of my being, and I am proud of all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye!